class. Today we will see the continuation of miscellaneous exercise of chapter sets of class 11. Question number 4. Show that the following 4 conditions are equivalent. So here we have 4 conditions are given. The first condition, A is a subset of B. And the second condition, A minus A difference B is equal to null set. And the third condition is A union B is equal to B. And the fourth condition, A intersection B equal to A. So here we have 4 conditions given. We have to prove that these 4 conditions are equivalent. So for that, first we will take this condition and we will prove second one, third one and fourth one are true. So we will take this condition as the given condition and we will prove the remaining 3 conditions are true. So first let us consider here given A is a subset of B. So we have to prove the second condition, that is A minus B is a null set. So we have to prove given A is a subset of B, we have to prove A minus B is a null set. So for that, let us assume, for proving this, let us assume A minus B is not a null set, That means A minus B has some elements in it. So let that element, we will take it as X. So let X belongs to A minus B. Since A minus B is not an empty set, we can find out some elements will be there in A minus B. So we are taking X belongs to A minus B. So what is its meaning? X belongs to A minus B. The difference of 2 sets we have already seen. If X belongs to A minus B, then its meaning X belongs to A and X does not belongs to B. That is the meaning. So we will get here X belongs to A and X does not belongs to B. Now we will see this first condition. If X belongs to A, we already have the condition A is a subset of B. That means all the elements of A are in B also. So here we got X is an element of A. That means X belongs to B also. Reason A is a subset of B. So here we can write X belongs to B and X does not belongs to B. So here if you see, we got X belongs to B and X does not belongs to B, which is impossible. So this statement is actually impossible. An element belongs to B, an element does not belongs to B is not possible. So we got a contradiction here because of our assumption. So our assumption is wrong. So our assumption is wrong. So we can write A minus B is equal to null set, that is empty set. So this is how we have to prove. So from first one we have taken, now we have proved the second part. Now we have the third one, how to prove the third question. So here the same condition, we will take condition 1, that is A is a subset of B, and we have to prove the third part. So we have to prove A union B is equal to B. So we have to prove this. So you know that how to prove 2 sets are equal. So first we have to show that A union B is a subset of B. Then we have to prove that B is a subset of A union B. If we are able to prove these 2 statements, then we can write A union B is equal to B. So this is the method. This is how we have to show 2 sets are equal. So first we are going to prove this. So we will take an element. Let X be any element in A union B. So we are taking an arbitrary element in A union B. That is X belongs to A union B. Now what is its meaning? If X is an element of union of 2 sets, then it means X belongs to A or X belongs to B. So we will get x belongs to A or x belongs to B. Now if you consider this case, actually it is given that A is a subset of B. Then we got here x belongs to A, which implies x belongs to B also, because A is a subset of B. So instead of this we can write this condition, or x belongs to B. So finally what we are getting is x belongs to B condition only. That is, we have started with this. That is, we have started with an element in A union B, and we got that element belongs to B also, which implies A union B is a subset of B. This is the first equation. Now we will prove the second part. So for that we will take an element in B. So second part we are going to prove. Let another element y belongs to B. We will take another arbitrary element in B. So y belongs to B. So if y belongs to B, then definitely y belongs to A union B, because the union of sets definition, union of sets is the collection of all the elements of A or B. So that means if y is an element of B, then definitely y belongs to A union B. So what we got here? So y belongs to B we have taken, and we got y belongs to A union B also. So we can write B is a subset of A union B. So this is the second equation. From 1 and 2 we can say A union B is equal to B. So this is what actually we have to prove, the third condition. So this is how you have to prove. We have to take this first condition, then you have to prove the third part. So this is how we have to prove. Now we will see the fourth one. So the same condition, we are assuming the same condition, A is a subset of B, and we have to prove A intersection B is equal to A. So here we have to prove A intersection B. A intersection B is equal to A. So like how we have proved the previous case, the same way. So since if you want to prove these two sets are equal, we have to show that A intersection B is a subset of A and A is a subset of A intersection B. So we are going to prove these two conditions so that we can say that A intersection B and A are equal. So for that, first let us take an arbitrary element in A intersection B. So here it is very clear, if an element is there in A intersection B, its meaning the element belongs to, x belongs to A and x belongs to B. That means we got here x belongs to A. So from this what we can write, A intersection B is a subset of A. So this is the first condition. Because already the x is there in the intersection. So if it is there in the intersection, definitely that x belongs to A also. So we will get the first condition, A intersection B is a subset of A. Now we have to prove the second condition, that is this one you have to prove. A belongs to, A is a subset of A intersection B. So we will take an element y belongs to A. We will take this condition. That means y belongs to A implies y belongs to B also. Reason, A is a subset of B. We have already given this condition. A is a subset of B. If y belongs to A, then definitely y belongs to B. Now what we got here is y belongs to A and y belongs to B, which implies y belongs to, it's an intersection also. So y belongs to A intersection B also. So we have started with an element in A and we got that element belongs to A intersection B also. So from these two we can write A is a subset of A intersection B. This is our second equation. Now from first equation and second equation we can write A intersection B is equal to A. So this is how we have to prove the four statement conditions are equivalent. Now fifth question, show that if A is a subset of B, then C minus B is a subset of, this is actually subset symbol, subset of C minus A. So we have to prove that C minus B is a subset of C minus A. So for that, first we will take an arbitrary element in C minus B, and we have to show that that element belongs to C minus A also. Then we can say that the two sets are subsets. First one is the subset of the second one. So first condition, what is the condition given is A is a subset of B. Now we will take an element in C minus B. Let X belongs to C minus B. Now as per the definition of the difference of set, we can write this as X belongs to C and X does not belongs to B. Now again we can write this as X belongs to C and A is a subset of B. If X is not there in B, X will not be there in A also, since A is a subset of B. So instead of this we can write X does not belongs to A also. Reason, A is a subset of B. This condition is already given in the question. Now what we got here, X belongs to C and X does not belongs to A. So what is its meaning? This is nothing but X belongs to C minus A. So we have started with an element in C minus B and we got the same element belongs to C minus A, which implies we can write C minus B is a subset of C minus A. So this is how you have to prove. Now question number 6. Assume that P of A is equal to P of B. Show that A is equal to B. So this is our question. So here what do you mean by P of A? P of A is power set of A. Power set of A. So what is power set of A? The collection of all the subsets of set A is called the power set of A. So P of B will be power set of B. So this condition is already given. We have to show that the set A and B are equal. So already I have explained, if you want to show two sets are equal, we have to prove two conditions. A is a subset of B and B is a subset of A. If we are able to prove these two conditions, then we can say that A is equal to B. So first we are going to prove the first condition. For that we will take an arbitrary element in A. So let X belongs to A. We are taking any element in set A, that is X. So if X belongs to A, then set X is a subset of A. That means this set is an element of P of A, because power set is the collection of all the subsets of A. So this set will be an element of P of A. But it is given that P of A and P of B are equal. So we can say that the set X belongs to P of B also. Reason, P of A and P of B are equal. Since these two are equal, this set X belongs to P of B also. So what is its meaning? This set X belongs to P of B means this set X is a subset of set B. That means X belongs to B. We can write X belongs to B. So we have started from here and we got X belongs to B. We have started from X belongs to A and we got X belongs to B. That means we can write A is a subset of B. This is the first equation. Now we will consider the second part. We will take another element Y from B. So we will take another element Y belongs to B. So the same way how we have proved, similarly you have to prove the other case also. So let Y belongs to B. That means set to Y is a subset of B. So we can say that set to Y belongs to P of B. Which set to Y will be in the power set of B. But we have power set of B and power set of A are equal. So instead of this we can write set Y belongs to P of A. So what is its meaning? If set Y belongs to P of A, then Y belongs to the set A. So we have started with Y belongs to B and we got Y belongs to A. So which implies B is a subset of A. So this is the second equation. So from first equation and second equation, we can write A is equal to B. So this is how you have to prove. Now we will see the next question. So question number 7. Is it true that for any sets A and B, P of A union P of B is equal to P of A union B? Justify your answer. So here in the question they have given a statement P of A union P of B is equal to P of A union B. Whether this statement is true or if it is false, we have to justify your answer. So here if it is this given statement is a false statement, and if it is a false statement, you have to justify by giving some examples. So we will take some example here. So we will take A as set 1. Let us consider A is equal to set 1 and B is equal to set 2. Now we are going to see the simplify the left side expression and the right side expression. So first we will calculate P of A. So P of A is the collection of all the subsets of A. So what are the subsets of set A? Null set will be a subset and the given set. So only these two will be the subsets of A. So these are the elements of P of A. Similarly, we will calculate P of B and P of B also. Here, since B has only one element, null set will be the subset and the given set, that is set 2. So P of B also we got. Now we will calculate P of A union P of B. This is the expression in the left side. P of A union P of B. That is, we have to find the union of these two sets. So union means elements of A or B and a common element being taken 1. So here if you see, null set is the common element. So we will take 1 time and the other elements, that is set to 1 and set to 2. So this is our P of A union P of B set. Now we will calculate P of A union B. So for that, first we will find out A union B. We have set A 1 and set B as set 2. So we will find out its union. So we will get set 1 2. So A union B will be set 1 2. Now we are going to find the power set of A union B. So power set of A union B, null set will be there. Then the set containing one element, that is set 1, set 2 and the given set. Given set is also a subset. So this is the power set of A union B. Now you check here whether this P of A union B and P of A union P of B, whether these two sets are same. No, they are not same. That is P of A union P of B not equal to P of A union B. So this statement, given statement, is not a true statement. It is a false statement only. Now we will move on to the next question. Question number 8. Show that for any sets A and B, first condition A is equal to A intersection B union A minus B, and the second question A union B minus A is equal to A union B. Here we have to prove two statements. Two statements are given. We have to prove these two. So for proving such type of question, we cannot use examples. We have to prove these condition using algebraic method only. We cannot prove using examples. First condition we will take. So here we will start with the right side expression. So A intersection B union A minus B. So how we can simplify this, we will see now. What is this A minus B? We are going to see in Venn diagram. See here, this is the set AB. Actually A minus B is this region. So how can we represent this region? This region we can write as A intersection B complement. So what is B complement? Except this B region said to be the remaining region fully B complement. So A intersection B complement, when you take this portion we will get this is nothing but A minus B. So instead of A minus B, we can write A intersection B complement. Now we will use here distributive law. So we can write A intersection B union B complement. So instead of this, when you expand this expression, you will get this. So using distributive law. So here if you see what is B union B complement, we have already studied the properties of complement of a set. In that we have studied a set and its a complement. If you are taking union, you will get a universal set. So here we can write universal set U. So now A intersection universal set is A only. So we have proved this is our LHS. So we got this expression A is equal to A union B. Sorry, A intersection B union A minus B. So first part we have proved here. Now we will move on to the second part. So second part, for proving second part, we will take the left side expression. So we will take LHS is equal to A union B minus A. So how we are going to express this B minus A? See here in the first part how we have represented A minus B. A intersection B complement. Then how can we write B minus A? B intersection A complement. So we can write B minus A as B intersection A complement. Now we will use here distributive law. So A union B intersection A union A complement. Now you know that the set and its complement union will be universal set. So here we can write a universal set. So A union B intersection universal set. So what is the intersection of a universal set and this set, the smaller set? Universal set is actually the superset. So the subset will be the answer. So that means A union B will be the answer. Therefore we can write A union B minus A is equal to A union B. So such type of statement you have to prove using algebraic method. You cannot use examples to show the given statements are true. Now question number 9. Using properties of sets, show that first part A union A intersection B is equal to A, and the second part A intersection A union B is equal to A. So here first we will prove the first part. So we have to show that these two sets are equal. So for proving these two sets are equal, we have to show two conditions. That is, the first condition A union A intersection B is a subset of A. We have to prove this part, this case first. Then you have to prove A is a subset of A union A intersection B. So these two statements you have to prove. Then we can say that these two sets are equal. So we are going to use this method only. For that, first let us assume an element in A union A intersection B. So let X belongs to A union A intersection B. Now what is its meaning? If X belongs to union of two sets means X belongs to A or X belongs to A intersection B. So here we got two cases. First case we already got X belongs to A. In the second case if you consider, we can write this as X belongs to A, or the second case again we can write as X belongs to A and X belongs to B. So what is its meaning? In both the case we got X belongs to A. That is, we have started with this statement X belongs to A union A intersection B, and we got X belongs to A in both the cases. So So we can write A union A intersection B is a subset of A. So this is the first equation. Now we will take an arbitrary element in A. So we will assume let Y belongs to A. We will take a Y belongs to A. Then what is its meaning? Y belongs to A union B. So we can say that if Y is an element of A, then definitely Y belongs to A union B also. Now we are going to take these two conditions together. So what we got is Y belongs to A. What are the conditions we have now? Y belongs to A and Y belongs to A union B. So we can say that Y belongs to the intersection of these two sets, because here the word we have and. So we can write Y belongs to A intersection A union B. Now here we will use the distributive law. So we can write Y belongs to A intersection A union A intersection B. So we will simplify this. So Y belongs to, what is the meaning? A intersection A. That is A only. So A union A intersection B. So we have started from Y belongs to A and we got Y belongs to A union A intersection B. That means A is a subset of this set. So we have got now Y belongs to A and we got Y belongs to A union A intersection B. So we can write A is a subset of A union A intersection B. So this is the second equation. Now you see here first equation and second equation. From first and second we can write A union A intersection B is equal to A. So similarly you can prove the second part also. Second part also the same way. How we have proved the first part, similarly we can prove the second part. So now we will see the second part, how to prove the second part. So first we will take an arbitrary element in this set. So we are going to prove now second case. So first we will take an element X belongs to A intersection A union B. So what is its meaning? Intersection, which means X belongs to A and X belongs to A union B. So here we already got X belongs to A, and second case is X belongs to A or X belongs to B. Union means X belongs to A or X belongs to B. In both the case we already got X belongs to A. So we can write X belongs to A intersection A union B. We have started from this and we got X belongs to A. So we can write A intersection A union B is a subset of A. This is the first equation. Now we will consider another element in Y in A. Let Y belongs to A. Then we can say that Y belongs to A union B also. If Y is an element of A, then definitely Y belongs to A union B also. Now we are going to use these two conditions together. That is Y belongs to A and Y belongs to A union B, which implies Y belongs to A intersection A union B. So this is what actually we want. So Y belongs to A intersection A union B. So we have started from here and we have got this condition now. So we can write A is a subset of A intersection A union B. So this is the second equation. So we can, from these two conditions, we can say that A intersection A union B is equal to A. So this is how you have to prove. Now the remaining question you can see in my next video. Thank you, students.